Welcome back. It's time now for Media Watch. We've been hearing in the news, of course, about how the various attorneys have been reacting on the steps of the courthouse in the Bronx there in New York. We've heard from lawyers for Nafissatou Diallo. We've heard from lawyers for Dominique Strauss Kahn. We're talking, of course, about the civil case which the New York hotel maid is bringing against the one-time head of the IMF, the one-time favourite to be elected as French president. All that, of course, far behind Dominique Strauss Kahn now. He's facing, obviously, legal action on both sides of the Atlantic. James Creedence here. James, I know you've been looking at what's been said online, and we know, of course, that DSK, as they call him in this country, is his people are looking at suing Le Monde, the august and left-leaning daily paper, though very respectful paper, must be said, suing them for publishing excerpts from his police questioning. I've never known this happen in all my time in journalism. It's quite an amazing thing.
It is funny, and so these really, and they called Le Monde called these excerpts accablants, which kind of means really shocking, right? And the details are shocking. But just first of all, to talk about Dominique Strauss-Kahn's intention to sue them, he said timing kind of funny, that this stuff should come out a few weeks ahead of an election. So what he's kind of saying is whoever leaked this might have done so because we're a few weeks ahead of a presidential election. Dominique Strauss-Kahn was a former top socialist. But Le Monde is a kind of a socialist paper.
It's nonsense, isn't it? Because Le Monde would actually favour François Hollande, who's a socialist candidate. Le Monde does lean to the left. It's a known fact.
That's right. So it's not like they're batting for Hollande's, for Sarkozy's team. Having said that, we had a discussion about this earlier in the newsroom, and we were saying, well, maybe Le Monde, despite the fact that this isn't a story that's very positive for the socialists, decided to publish the extracts because if they didn't, somebody else would. But whoever leaked the stuff, maybe it was leaked by somebody who doesn't really want the socialists to do well out of this story. Who knows? But in any case, let's get to the actual details. Basically, this is it's the Lille Carlton scandal. It links Dominique Strauss-Kahn to a prostitution ring. And here you have prostitutes who spoke to the police and gave their version of events. They say that they were invited to swingers parties. Dominique Strauss-Kahn says that he had no clue that any of these women were prostitutes. Therefore, he says, look, yes, I had a libertine lifestyle. Yes, I was lustful, but lust isn't a crime.
Let me clarify the terminology. So swinging parties, libertine lifestyle, we're talking about people who meet up in a group situation and have sex with one another.
That's right. That's basically it. Okay. And now what you have is just three details of what these ladies said. They described bestial, kind of animal-like and violent scenes. One just said that her refusal to participate in an exercise Dominique Strauss-Kahn was imposing on her led to another man holding back her wrists. And another woman said that Dominique Strauss-Kahn asked her how much she cost. Now, that would implicate that he knew she was a prostitute. He says, no, I didn't know that.
It sounds incredibly grim.
Yeah, that's right.
James, thank you very much indeed for bringing that to us. James Creedence there with Media Watch. Stay with us. More news to come after the break.